Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's ActionPacked, of course, and we are going to be doing a Der Eisendrachen, or Der Eisendrache. I don't even know how to say it. But you guys get the point. We're going to be doing a Der Eisendrag, or I'm going to just keep messing up on this name. Anyways, we're going to do a breakdown of it. We're going to kind of do it as a collaborative effort, if you will. I mean, I'm going to mainly do it myself, but if you guys have anything you want to chip in, of course, you guys can do that in the comments. I'll read them off from, time to time. And just so you guys know, if you didn't realize, earlier today I pretty much did the exact same stream. I'm just doing it again, kind of condensed, maybe a little quicker. Actually, probably more information as well because I was looking at the trailer a few more times, so I picked up a few things. So it's going to be a little more summarized, but it's also going to have more details. And, well, that doesn't really make sense, but it's going to be condensed compared to what it was earlier. Earlier, it was like an hour and a half, maybe. This is probably going to end up being maybe a half hour to an hour, maybe less than that. I'm not sure, but it will have more details. So, anyways, if you guys saw that stream earlier, you guys don't really have to watch this if you don't want to. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff, maybe one or two different details, but other than that, it's pretty much going to be the same. And Mario, what are you doing? Don't do that. BPG, man, come on. Let's see here. All right. All right, I'm going to get this little stream will begin shortly off the screen, and then we can dive right into it. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And bam. Okay, so this should be good. All right, here we are. Der Eisendrachen. Blah, 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 blah. However it's pronounced. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you weren't here earlier, pretty much it's just going to be the same way. I'm not going to have the trailer audio. I'm going to go frame by frame. I'm going to kind of just point out things that might be pretty obvious, some things not so obvious, and I'm going to spitball some ideas, some theories, just a lot of different stuff. So don't take everything for like, oh my gosh, Action's a YouTuber, he knows what he's talking about. Don't do that perspective. I'm just spitballing throughout this video. I'm just kind of coming up with different ideas here on what certain things could mean, what it could be, and how things might work out in the end. So, just take this video with a grain of salt. I'm just going to spitball a lot of ideas. I'm going to just talk about a lot of different things, and you guys can do the same. So that's what this is all about, a little discussion breakdown. Anyways, let's get right into it. I'm going to stop rambling. And there we go. Let's play it. Alright, so we start off with this kind of dragon head kind of coming at you. Interesting. No. Oh, sorry. Kind of burped there almost. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it looks like there's some sort of tunnel down here, and there's kind of like this overpass type thing on the top. And it looks like we even have a little something here. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't really notice that the first few times I watched this, actually. Yeah, what is that? Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay. See, when it was like this, and it was more like narrow with all this black space around it, it kind of looked different. But now, when you zoom out, it's like, oh, okay, I know where this is at. Yeah, so you got your generator here. It looks like... I don't know, it looks like there's some sort of platform right here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Definitely something interesting. I'm not sure what that is right there either. That looks like some sort of spiral just sitting on its side. No idea. But yeah, like I was saying, there's some sort of room or tunnel or something going on down here. Not sure where that leads or what, but yeah, interesting. Now, something I can say off the bat is on this side, where my cursor is at, I'm pretty sure, maybe it's actually both sides. Maybe it's just the room back here, but I know for sure on this side, if you go through, I believe it's this door, or there might be another door over here somewhere. If you go through this door and kind of come in through here, you're going to enter this room. It has a bunch of green screens. It's, I imagine, kind of like the control room of this area, of this map. I don't know, it seems to have a lot of, like, technology in it, like a radar, mapping systems, so, stuff like that. Man, I'm stuttering like a motherfucker. Anyways, let's move on here. Let's keep going. Okay, you got zombies walking around. Of course, you got your lift. You got some blue in there. That could be a mystery box. Could be something else. And then right here, it's going to cut to where Tank Dempsey is, and then he's kind of... Ooh, actually, you know what? That kind of looks like That's definitely a light. I'm not sure if that's a perk or not. That actually might be quick revive. Yeah, that actually might be quick revive. Yeah, see, the thing that's kind of catching my eye is that you see this kind of like puff of green smoke or this kind of glare. You see, it just kind of popped out like that. Not sure if quick revive ever does that. Might be something else entirely. Alright, now, let's see, this seems fairly interesting. Okay. Alright, so we've seen these few shots before. Just kind of summing that up, we have a clock here, we got a trap here, we have this sphere, which on the other side there, I'm going to just kind of skip back. Kind of forgot to explain that. Okay, so we have these little spheres here. They're connected to this generator down here. So, again, sphere, sphere, pole, pole, and then you have these wires coming to this generator here. So obviously we're using these to some sort of advantage, whether or not this is a trap or we're trying to power something up, connecting to something, I don't know. Seems that we're harnessing electricity in some way and using it to our advantage. I'm not sure how exactly we're doing that. It seems that at one point of the trailer we actually saw these things used as like a trap mechanism. We saw electricity bouncing off of these spheres, killing zombies. So I'm not sure if this is a trap or it's something else. Kind of seems like that mechanism we had in Origins where we activated the power at different stations. I forget how many stations it was. I think it was like 6 or 8. So we would activate all these different little stations, kind of like this. And during the activation process, you would have these Templar zombies come attack you, etc., etc. I'm assuming this is kind of the same deal. But we'll have to wait and see until this comes out. Okay, so we got the lift here again. I'm just going to kind of speed through this. We already saw that. Alright, okay, so like I said, here's the left of the kind of main piece of the castle here. We have all these green screens in here. That's kind of like the control room, I guess we'll call it for now. And something I mentioned earlier today is that these lights are all kind of pointing in the same direction. I'm not sure if that means anything, if there's something over there like a billboard or just anything in general that might be something we want to look at when we're actually in the game. Not sure. Like I said, we'll have to see. Nothing else too notable here. You'll see this kind of Templar sign, this kind of German German sign. You'll see this everywhere. A lot of people were pointing that out earlier in the live stream I had earlier today when this trailer actually dropped. But this isn't really anything significant from what I can tell. I mean, it's literally everywhere. In just this shot, we have one here. It's 2, 3, 4. And I'm sure there's another one lurking around somewhere. Kinda, no, that's just a shadow. But anyways, you're seeing that everywhere. Nothing too significant. If you see any other kind of symbols, let me know. Okay, where are we going with this next shot here? Okay, so we're in this kind of control room. Now, I was actually going around the internet and I was looking at some posts by different people. And I'll have to include them in the description after this video is done, after this stream is done. But anyways, people were talking about how these different screens, and this is kind of my connection here, but someone said on this screen here it kind of looks like the moon biodome, and then someone was looking at a different screen and saying it looks like the layout of the Griffin station on the moon. And altogether, what do you get? Okay, all these screens are displaying something from the moon base or the moon map we have in Zombies. Now, this is just speculation. We don't have any very clear-cut images that are showing exactly what's on these screens, because I mean, look at how small this thing is compared to everything else. Like, it's difficult to see. So I mean, it could be anything, really. It could be anything. So I mean, if these things are displaying things on the moon, I mean, oh my gosh. It's already a great trailer. And just tying things in with the moon, which I'm sure it's already going to do with the Easter egg and stuff, it's just, it's going to be great. But yeah, that's kind of what a lot of people are speculating right now, is these things are displaying things that are on the moon or dealing with the moon map. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I'm just taking a wild guess. Earlier today I was saying it seems like it's showing the levitation, or not levitation, scratch that. I mean elevation, not, man, I'm just confusing my words here. Okay, so it's elevation, not levitation, elevation. There we go. So it seems like it's kind of showing the elevation of a certain terrain. I think that's probably the moon. Maybe it's the terrain of the area around here. Hard to tell. We'll have to take a closer look at that and see what that means. Let's see. We have Speed Cola back there, Gramophone right here. Of course, if you played Origins, you know all about that. So possibly, if you don't know about this, in Origins, there was this little kind of gramophone here is what it's called in the community. Now, you place this down and it plays music. And in Origins, it would actually open up an entirely new area of the map where actually in Origins we'd get these staves, and then, you know, they have different elements to it. There was a fire staff, ice staff, wind staff, and I don't know, what was the other one? There was wind, fire, ice, water? I don't even know. It's been a while. Anyways, it would just open up an entirely new area of the map, so maybe this could be signaling that we're going to actually have to open up another kind of catacomb type area, or just another area in general. We'll have to see about that as well. Alright, okay, so we're getting different shots here of the map. We got a bridge over here. Not too sure what this is. Might be just a zombie hanging over. Actually, yeah, that does look like a zombie. Yeah, so nothing too significant here. We got that sphere that's kind of by the middle of the map. And let's see, the mystery box beam hasn't really changed much. Didn't change at all, actually. Alright, now we're getting into some interesting stuff here. We have a rocket. Now, you guys know that there's several rockets around the map. I'm pretty sure I counted 3 or 4 when I was looking at a promotional image of Der Eisendrache, but we have one right here up close and personal, and we have symbols on each side of it. And not only do we have these kind of Germanic... I was trying to say 2 words there. I didn't mean to say that. These symbols from kind of Nazi Germany. Now, these, of course, are not swastikas, but these are some other German symbol. I should have looked it up between earlier stream and this one, but it also is kind of symbolizing, you know, Templar Knights and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a history buff. I know it's kind of correlating there, but I'm not sure exactly what it means. But we have those on here, and then we also have what I find even more interesting. Let's see if we can get a clearer shot. I think right about here. We have a number 2. That's a Roman numeral number 2. And then we have a Roman numeral number 4. And some of you guys probably can't see this because of the devices you're on. So I'm actually going to move this right here. I'm going to go ahead and enhance that image. Just give me a second here. Alright, so that should be a little better for you. So right here you have that Roman numeral number 2, Roman numeral number 4. So I'm not sure because there's 4 different fins to this rocket. So I'm sure there's also 2 other numbers. Now, we have a 4 here, and there's probably 4 fins. So I imagine that this one right here is probably 1, this is 2, the one in the back is 3, and this one's 4. Now, why they marked, I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. Whether this is for some sort of mechanical purpose, I don't know. I would imagine because we have 4 players in the game, we have 4 fins, they're both marked 1 through 4. I would think that this has some sort of significance with the players. Maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see about that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of there. Let's see, anything else interesting? Okay, so up here we have the castle. So obviously we're able to somehow come down a path or somehow just kind of go off the main portion of the map to get to this area. Or maybe we're not able to get to this particular area, but there is another place where there is a rocket where we can definitely get to, and it's in a similar kind of out of reach area. And I use that lightly because we're able to get to the area, but it's away from seemingly everything else about the map. So it's kind of, you know, it's on the edge of the map, so to speak. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And that's another thing to note. It kind of looks like there's a little area down here that you can get to. And I'll go back to that in a little bit. So I think it was Juju. Yeah, Juju Beans earlier in today's stream, he was pointing out that there was a space down here after the rocket launches. He thinks that this turns into like a launch pad, not for a rocket, but for you. You can just walk down there, click a button, it launches you across the map into a different area. If you guys haven't seen the actual trailer, check the description. You'll see what that's all about, and you will also see that here in a little bit in this breakdown. Alright, so here's some more interesting stuff. It seems that we have these blue containers everywhere around the map. These things seem to be element 115. Yes, element 115 is blue. Seemingly ever since Origins, they're kind of going with this whole 115 is blue now. So yeah, anyways, got 115 in some of these capsules here, and it seems that these are connected to right here, this teleporter. So they're bringing back the teleporter. This is pretty cool. I think the last time we had this, of course, we had it in the Giant, and we had it, I think, before that. I don't remember. I don't think we had any teleporters in Black Ops 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the last time we had it, before any map remakes, I think we had it in Kino der Toten. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me know if I'm wrong. But, yeah, honestly, it's been a while. So that's pretty cool that we have teleporters in here. And then we have these tanks of something over here. Not sure what that's all about, or if it even has any significance. Let's see. So yeah, that seems to be everything notable here. So we might have to link these up with some sort of mainframe, I'm guessing. Or maybe this is how we're going to get, way to the corners of the map to get to these so-called rockets. Alright, so we're back in this kind of green screen room. We're going to get a better look at some of these screens here. Now, if you take a look at these screens here, they have different kind of maps or different kind of layouts of something on it. Almost look like blueprints of something. Now, I'm going to go ahead and enhance that image, and we're going to show you a better look at what this could be. Alright, so on the left here, like I said earlier, this seems to me like it's some sort of terrain map, some sort of elevation map, and I'm guessing these kind of peaks right here, these are very high peaks. They're either high or low, but it's hard to tell because it's not color oriented. It's got all these squiggles everywhere that really, to me, doesn't mean anything. I'm sure if we maybe see, the thing is, I really don't know. Like, I want to say if this is relating to Moon, if we were to get like a map of the Moon, the Moon map that we had in Black Ops 3 Zombies or not, scratch that. The Moon map that we had in Black Ops 1 Zombies as the last DLC, if we were to get like a layout of the map, kind of lay it over this, maybe it would match. Maybe like some of the crevices in the Moon would match these. I don't know. Maybe on this map in particular, Der Eisendrache or Drachen, I don't know. Maybe some of the mountains around here would match this. I'm not sure entirely, but anyways, to this right, to the right side of the screen here, you can see if you look closely, this right here kind of looks like the biodome. Now, I'm not sure who originally said this kind of looked like the biodome, but once I'm done with this live stream, I'll hunt the guy down and give him credit in the description. But yeah, some guy on Reddit, I believe, was the first guy to note this, but this right here kind of looks like the biodome, and then someone else was saying maybe this is kind of like the layout of Griffin's Station. Now, I took a good look at it myself, and to me, personally, it's a little bit hard to tell what this is. Now, just if you guys remember playing on Moon, just kind of go through this with me. Now, if you were to kind of walk through the biodome, I mean, the biodome kind of looks a little bit too big, in my opinion. But a lot of these features here do seem to match Moon, but it's a little hard to see because you got all this kind of glare and this blur with the kind of white light coming through this green screen. But if you remember teleporting back to Pack-a-Punch or back to the No Man's Land, there was that kind of square area, and then in that was like a circle area. Now, it's kind of not portrayed here just like it was in that map, so that's kind of what confuses me a bit. But the kind of outer lining of this area really does remind me of Griffin's Station. So, I mean, really that's about it. So maybe this is hinting at like an alternate universe where the Moon base is actually slightly different from the previous Moon. Maybe that's what it's hinting. I don't know. Maybe that could be a big thing I just noticed and I had no idea. That's just me spitballing though, so I'm not too sure. Okay, so we have, looks like a radar here. Is it actually detecting anything? Oh, you know what? I need to zoom out. There we go. Okay, so anyways, we also have some numbers back here. I'm not sure what that is. I'll try to get a better look at that in a little bit. We have this dragon right here in the wall. There's several of these around the map. I assume that it's going to be Mob of the Dead like. It's going to be like Mob of the Dead, where we had to feed those hounds or those hellhound dogs with zombies. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to activate, because if you remember in Mob of the Dead, you didn't have the dog's head sticking out kind of in this cement form. And I'll enhance that image too, so some of you guys can't see it. Now you can. So right there in the very center, you can kind of see this cement dragon head with a neck attached there going into this kind of mantle here. And then below it you have the fireplace. Now, I'm not sure if the fireplace has any relevance. I'm not sure if that clock at the top has any relevance. It's all kind of connected here in the stone, so I'm not sure if any of that does have any correlation, but that's just another thing we'll have to see when we get the map. But right here, this dragon, I'm not sure if we're going to have to just sacrifice zombies to it or if we're going to have to do something different. And the reason why I say that is because in Mob of the Dead, the head wasn't sticking out. It was just kind of there. You walk past it, kill a zombie, head pops out. So I'm not sure if this is a type of thing where we just walk past it, kill a zombie, and that, you know, becomes active, or if we have to do something else. Now, I'm just kind of spitballing random nonsense here, so please take it with a grain of salt. Okay, yeah, we're still zoomed in. Silly action, what are you doing? Did I miss anything in here? I think we're good. Yeah, okay, so now we have the Eisendrache. Okay. Yeah, we have, let's see, a window down here. This area down here is accessible. We have a red light. Not sure if that's just a red light or if that's like the reflection of maybe Juggernog, of the light coming from it, possibly. We have obviously a walkway here. Looks like there's a zombie window there. And I'm pretty sure this right here, down here, is the spawn. I am so certain about it. Very certain about it. Okay, we got Tank coming up here. I'm sure the OG characters are just following him. Yep. Alright, so you see around the map we have Gobblegum machines. Of course, that is going to be returning in this map, as I believe every single DLC is going to have that now, because it's kind of like a regular thing for Black Ops 3 zombie maps. Not too surprised about that. Alright, so we have some more red lights down here, and you can kind of tell, like, this is the castle. This is like the main portion of the map that they're playing on right here. So like up here, this is the main castle area. I assume this is going to host the main portion of the map. Just a guess on my part. But if you kind of wind that back a bit, you can see that there is that area down there with the red lights. I keep going over it. There we go. So there's some sort of path here. You can see it's kind of carved out there. It looks like a vehicle could go right through that. And then the red lights, it just definitely seems like you can get down there. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, so we're about a third of the way through this, I believe. Okay. Once we get about halfway through, I'll start taking in some suggestions on things I may have missed or things you guys want to note. Let's see, we have some text right here. I'm going to zoom in on that, see if we can get anything. And by the way, just so you guys know, if you're watching this live, you guys can rewind this as much as you want, pause it on certain locations, research it real quick, get back to everybody, tell people what you think. Now, I'm not going to do this right now, but that looks like an SEILKOBU or OHU. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm sure that says something in translation from possibly German to English. If you guys want to try that out, go ahead. What else do we have here? Ooh, I didn't even notice that. Is that what I think it is in the background? Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely something in the mountain there. Now, I'm pretty sure Mr. Raffle Waffles was the first person to point this out, that there was the giant kind of slammed into the side of this mountaintop over here, or this mountainside. And I'm pretty sure that's what we're seeing right here, because that doesn't really look like a mountain to me. It doesn't really look like a castle either, so I'm pretty sure that might be the giant robot. I'll just kind of keep going back and forth here. Maybe we can get a better look. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Looks like we might have a joint right there. Maybe this is like a leg or an arm. It's a weird angle, hard to tell. Maybe we can get a better angle later on. Of course, we have the Panzer Soldat returning. This is going to be interesting. I know a lot of people hated this guy, so this should be really funny. And something I wanted to note again, and I noted this earlier in earlier stream, in the earlier stream that I had, it doesn't seem like this is just a regular human zombie in here. I mean, you see this like long jagged tooth. It's kind of got this big snout, and it seems like this might, no, this is a mouth down here actually. You got this kind of nose right here, this kind of bulgy eye or whatever the heck that is. I'm not sure if this is like a primate or a monkey or whatever it is, but it seems not human. It seems definitely not like a human zombie. Maybe it's just a weird angle and it's got a weird look to it, or maybe my eyes are just seeing a different pattern than what should be seen. I don't know. It just looks really weird to me. So let me know what you guys think about that. Ooh, you know what? I didn't note this earlier. If you guys look on the leg of this Panzer Soldat, I'm not sure if the original Panzer had this, but there is a 93 on the left leg of this Panzer, so I thought I'd just throw that out there for you guys. Okay, so right here is what I was talking about earlier. We have that kind of pole there. We have that sphere on the top where you kind of charge it up or activate it somehow, and it seems that it's a trap because you can clearly see right here it is sending these kind of electric bolts down to these zombies. You see a few different zombies right here getting electrocuted, and it's acting as a trap. So maybe these are traps. Maybe that's the only kind of functionality to it, or maybe it has some sort of multi-purpose. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's something we have to activate for an Easter egg, have a bunch of them activated in correlation to maybe, I don't know, link something together, link a mainframe. I don't know. Maybe we have to do it to launch the rockets. Who knows? Okay, so let's see. Is there something I missed there? I feel like there's a few things. Of course, we have all these green lights. Not sure what that means. Probably correlates to the trap here, or these spheres. Let's see. It's a little green hue right there. I'm not sure if that's anything. It's hard to tell. I know that there's a Wonder Fizz around here somewhere. Yeah, Richtofen running around the corner. Got some zombies getting sniped by Richtofen. Now, I'm not sure what this is, but I think I saw this one other place as well. But you have these 4 candles here in some sort of like shrine or some sort of picture on the wall. Something possibly of a ritualistic importance. That's another thing we're going to have to see in the game, what that turns out to be. Can't really tell right here. Actually, this might be the best time to take a look at this. Okay, seems like a clear shot right there. Let's go ahead and zoom in, see if we can get anything out of that. Yeah, it almost looks like a shield. Ooh, that's interesting. It has like a, it seems like a symbol. It looks like a dragon symbol right here, and this is like a shield. So maybe this is probably some sort of ritualistic area. Maybe we actually have to do something here. Okay, Richtofen, pointing at all the good stuff for us. Alright, I'm just kind of looking around here in the back. I'm trying to look for that robot, if there's anything back there. I don't think there is from this shot. Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah, it looks like there might be something back there, though. There's a kind of a circular light that might be a perk. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. I just want gameplay, damn it. I want to be able to tell what everything is and where everything is. Okay, so just got a little snippet of gameplay right there. Third person-ish. Esque. Okay, got characters running across a bridge. I almost want to say there's something going on in the background that's just calling out to me and I just can't tell what it is. Like, am I missing something here? Let's see. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There's a light back there kind of shifting from kind of like a shade to kind of just like a full-blown, fully lit window. Yeah, so like right about there, it's kind of shaded. I don't know if it's because Dempsey's arm's kind of going past it. Yeah, that actually might be it, I think. Never mind. Okay, let's get past that part. Zombie stumbling back here, zombie running right there. Nothing too crazy. All right, we're almost up to the halfway part. I'll start taking in some questions and whatnot. All right, so we have another gobblegum machine there. You just saw it in the background right here. Looks like we have some sort of circular thing on the wall here. Maybe a picture, shrine. Oh, you know what? That kind of looks like a perk. I can't tell. Because I know there's a lot of brick on the map, so it's hard to tell if this is like wood or if that's brick back there. Kind of looks like an emblem right there, and that could be a perk. I'm not sure, though. Alright, let's roll this forward a little bit. Alright, so right here is where Dempsey in the trailer is kind of announcing all the different characters. Nikolai Belinsky, the Doctor, Edward Richtofen, Takeo Masaki, the Captain Takeo Masaki, and then of course himself, Tank Dempsey, Corporal Tank Dempsey, I might add. Where are we going with this next shot here? I'm awaiting. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier about that different accessible rocket area. This one for sure we know that we can get to because, of course, we have Gobblegum right here. So if we're able to get to Gobblegum, which, I mean, why would they just throw that outside the map? That'd be kind of weird. So I'm very sure that we can get to this area. And that seems to be fairly important because these doors are opening, so that seems to be something we can activate, or at least interact with in some means. And this rocket takes off. Of course, we already knew this from a past breakdown of mine, but here you know that for sure. We know these rockets take off. We can see the damn thing taking off right there. Now, something I wanted to throw out to you guys, I said this earlier as well, we have MA-1244. Now, I'm not sure if this means anything. I tried Googling it earlier on stream. Didn't really seem to make any sense. It didn't seem to be a name of a missile, but I think that's probably what it is. Other than that, it's hard to tell. All right, I'm going to wind that back a little bit. Okay, so we have another missile over here. There might be one somewhere lurking in the back. I can't tell. Okay, so yeah, actually I think I got everything I needed there. Actually, no. Okay, so right here we see some tracks. I'm not sure if we're going to have a vehicle that kind of drives up to this area and the doors open and then we launch the rocket, or if this track system was meant for the rocket itself and transporting that from possibly an underground tunnel to this area. Could go either way. Could be a transportation type thing or a transportation unit using these rails, or it just could be primarily for the rocket, which is what I'm guessing, but you know, it could go both ways. Alright, let's get past this part here. Go a little further. Okay, so now we're back in this room with all these little green screens everywhere. Not sure what this one is. Seems like it's showing some sort of wavelength. So that could be possibly audio wavelengths or something else. Measuring movement of something. Ooh, okay. Here's a good shot. Okay, so let me know what you guys think this is right here. I'm going to go ahead and enhance that so you guys can see this. Alright, right at the very top here. What does that look like to you? That looks like a dome. It looks like it has a kind of, what is that, hexagonal shape to it. It's been a while since I've been in school. Forgive me if I'm saying the wrong shape here. Now, I'm pretty sure that's a hexagonal shape. I'm pretty sure all of these are hexagonal shapes. And of course, on the moon biodome, it's the exact same way. So it kind of looks like it has the same or similar structure. And I'm beginning to think a lot of these different, different screens here are portraying things on the moon base or things relating to it. That's just kind of an idea, I guess. Looks like we have another picture back here. Not sure what that is. Looks like we have a label above that doorway. That's probably going to help out when we're playing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're able to access the balcony up here too. We have some chalkboards. That's going to be interesting to look at when this releases as well. Got the machine gun. We have this minigun here, which is pretty awesome, carrying that around. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to get that via a power-up or if we're going to get that via the box or some other form. but it's there, that's for sure. Now, something that was noted to me by a user, Juju Beans, he's a pretty avid commenter, I'd say, but he was saying earlier today that this seems to be an area that a rocket launched from, and then it left this area as it is right here. You have this fence back here, this is kind of like torn apart, and then you kind of go in this area here, and then it launches you, you'll see this, it launches you across the map and then onto another kind of platform. Now, something I didn't really take into account is all the stuff that you kind of see down here by the rocks. Now, I'm going to go ahead and back up a little bit. Alright, so we have that kind of lift going up there to this area right here. Whether or not that's the spawn, we'll have to wait and see about that as well. Alright, now looks like we have an area down here. So I'm not sure if there's some sort of underground tunnel that we're going to be able to use that goes from somewhere over here, going down, and then going somewhere to this area, because this area seems to be part of the map as well. But that's just another thing we're going to have to wait and see, guys. Okay, so he's flying up, and then he lands right through this roof here, lands on one of these pads, and then something... hold on, I think I need to rewind it to be able to catch it. Alright, let's see, I need to go frame by frame and then you might see it. Yes! Okay, so it's literally only available for one frame. And that is this little pistol on the wall. Now, there might be a beam or something here cutting it off, and it might be a different weapon, but from this point of view, it looks like a pistol. And where do we find pistols in zombie maps on the wall? We usually find them in the spawn room. So that's kind of what that might be hinting at there. This actually might be the spawn room. So that's something to keep in mind. Got the monkeys returning, pretty wicked. Got a character throwing that. Alright, alright. Alright, now this is pretty cool. I've talked about this as well. This is a bow and arrow. You can very clearly see that. Something very interesting about it is when this arrow is fired, it explodes. When it's fired, it will explode. And now I'm not sure if that is just part of the bow and arrow already, if that's just built into it from the get-go, or if that is going to be some sort of elemental pack-a-punch type of deal. I don't know. It kind of looks like that's just how it is right out of the box, or right out of wherever we get it from. I assume this is probably going to be some sort of elemental arsenal, kind of like how we had in Shadows of Evil. We have some symbols here, right here, and then you'll see another one down here later on in the gameplay. Alright, so there's the explosion. We'll kind of go slow-mo with that again. And by the way, if you guys want to check this video out, because it's going to be uploaded as a video after this stream is over, you guys can feel free to go through this as many times as you want, because this is going to end up being a kind of slow-mo trailer when I'm done with it. So if you guys want to keep looking through it, have a better look at it than just looking at the trailer itself, you guys can look at this live stream when it's over. And this would be a really great way to try to find stuff in this trailer if we miss anything. Okay, so now we have Wonder Fizz here. So you guys know what Wonder Fizz is. If you don't, it's basically just like a mystery box for perks. So this is not a perk machine, but it can essentially be a perk machine. Man, I'm not good at explaining this at all. I'm really not. Basically, it is a mystery box perk machine. That is what it is. That is exactly what it is. It is a randomized perk machine. When you purchase it, you don't know what perk you're going to get, but you're going to get some sort of perk. At least I'm pretty sure. I haven't played Origins a whole lot. I think there actually might be some other stuff rolled into that, but you can also get perks here. So you know. Just so you know. Right. Not sure what perk that guy kind of drank right there. Now we have another trap. I'm not sure exactly how this was activated, but we have some zombies kind of levitating, getting shocked here. Cool stuff. Let's go back and kind of highlight that last scene again. Play it in reverse. See if we get anything out of it. Yeah, I don't see anything significant going on here. I'm just going to play it forward. Alright, now I'm not sure if they're hinting at something here, because they have a huge horde of zombies. They're all just camping here. I'm not sure if they're doing like a big sacrifice or something. Maybe that could be something for an Easter egg. Maybe there's something around here, ritual-wise. Looks like we have Wonder Fizz in the back over there. If you kind of see that 2 electric bolts, maybe some sort of trap. I can't really tell from here. Oh, you know what? It looks like that generator. Actually, it looks like that. Looks like that pole, and then there's that generator. So maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's that kind of sphere on a pole, and that's what that is right there. Just because it's fun. We have a 935 symbol right there. At least it looks like a 935 symbol from this distance. Could be a variation of that. Alright, now this is pretty cool. We have these kind of double, I don't even know what to call it. Of course we have Gobblegum right there, a little Gobblegum machine. Now we have these kind of medieval, kind of castle gates that kind of come down and chomp on the zombies. We have 2 of them. When one goes down, the other goes up, and vice versa. And it seems like this is the kind of trap that you would be able to predict fairly well and just be able to run out of its way. But if you get in the way of it, I assume that you would get a little bit of damage from it. Whether or not you would die, who knows. Alright, let's go back here. Is there anything significant in this? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like there might be some sort of path going down here. This might be on the side of the mountain. The castle's probably above this frame, probably behind this frame. And then down here is kind of going towards where the rockets are, I'm guessing. Kind of have a lit pathway. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of that. Okay, so now we have this kind of what was earlier a cement dragon. Now it's an active dragon, and it's alive. It's eating a zombie. And we have a power-up down here. Whether that correlates, not too sure. Alright, so right here, looks like we can kind of see what's in the background. Looks like an AR period 410. Now, I almost want to say this rings a bell to Mob of the Dead. I swear to goodness gracious it does. I almost want to say like Arlington was, man, I really wish I would have memorized their cell numbers or their inmate numbers, because I feel like 410 is a thing. I don't know. You guys can double check this if you want. I'm definitely going to double check a lot of this stuff after the video is done. But yeah, these, man, that went fast. I should have clicked the play button. Totally forgot we're doing a breakdown here. Anyways, sacrificing zombies to these bros. Of course, in Mob of the Dead, if you guys remember, in Black Ops 2, that was a DLC. We had to sacrifice zombies to these hellhounds that were on the walls. Eventually, that led us to get the Hell's Retriever and then the Hell's Redeemer. So maybe that's how we're going to get a certain elemental weapon in this game, or maybe this map. Maybe that's how we get the elemental bow and arrow. Who knows? Either way, still very cool. Now we have some sort of sword slamming device, gravity hammers or gravity spikes. Yeah, that's what they're called, right? Gravity spikes. Yeah, so you can see the character using those right here. Makes a big smack wave. Smack wave? Is that a thing? Makes a big kind of gravity wave, hits all the zombies out of the way. Shoots them off the map. Map? Oh gosh, my English. Shoots them off the map. And then there's a pretty witty quote. Everything that must go up must come down, right? Richtofen. Okay, so right here we have this Wonder Fizz, it looks like. Maybe it's something else. It looks like Wonder Fizz. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I gotta tell you, in these trailers, they always put things at the perfect angles, and half the time I can't tell what things are because of the way they place it. Now, see, it's hard to tell. I can't tell. No. I even said this earlier. Oh my goodness. 2 mistakes, same day. What's wrong with me? Okay, so this is one of those platforms where you kind of walk in there and it launches you. Or maybe this is another area where you're going to land. Or maybe it's both. Who knows? This is exactly how it looked earlier when that guy kind of ran in there and then flung right out. Okay, let's keep rolling the clip here. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go back there. Let's take a quick look at the moon. Got the moon here. Got a nice kind of backdrop of mountains. Very nice. I like the scenery in this map. So far, it's treating me well. I'm liking it. Alright, actually, I said we were going to stop halfway through this and get into some suggestions and comments and stuff, and I totally forgot. We're going to have to do that here in a minute. Alright, so we just have a dragon here sticking his head out of that wall, shooting some fire out of his mouth. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to harm us or not. I assume it is. And then at the very end, we have some Awakening DLC 1 promotional material. And then I believe after this, it's going to tell you that it comes out on February 2nd, first on PlayStation 4. And yeah, of course, that's in a different language. Not sure what language that is. Not entirely positive anyways. But I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments right now, see what you guys are saying, see if you guys have any suggestions or see anything in the trailer that I'm not seeing. And let's see here. Taking a look. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of play this while I'm looking at the comments. Let's go ahead and make that full screen. Alright, so let's see what you guys are saying here. Alright, so Unstoppable, Larry B, of course, VGC Derek, Orion Marks, Tristan C, welcome to the chat, Dual Luck, 2-0 Show, OR, let's see, Stephen Juan, Slam Duncan Midget, welcome to the stream, guys. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Larry B are saying the moon is not on eclipse mode, so I guess that's a point. Let's see, is there anything... Let's see, Slam Duncan, you were saying the symbols on the bow are the Parthenon or Parthian symbol. Yeah, there's some sort of symbol on there, I know that for sure, of the Parthenon language. And I think it was either you, Slam Duncan, or someone else earlier today was saying that the symbol stands for feed. So if it does stand for feed, then it's probably having to do with an Easter egg, I imagine. I could be completely wrong about that, but who knows? So really anything goes at this point, right? Let's see, just kind of scrolling through the comments here again. Yeah, Orion Marks, you were saying the RK5. That's probably the pistol there in the spawn. Alright, let's go ahead. Can I play this at a different speed? I'm pretty sure I can. Maybe I can. There we go, playing it in slow motion, baby. There it is. That's what I wanted. Okay. Playing that in slow motion. Sweet. Okay, so Slam Duncan, you're saying my name. Not sure what you're trying to get to me there, but just let me know when you can. Runus, hey, what's going on, man? Parasite S, what's going on, brah? Nicholas Kroback, yo yo. Let's see, Retro Dawning, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the delightful comment. Appreciate it. Oh, Ryan, you're just like, I bet the G spikes or gravity spikes will be used for glitch spots. Yeah, maybe. I'm not into glitches, so I can't really tell what that's all about, but I'm sure there will be plenty of exploits until things get patched. Seeing if there's anything else going on here. Alright, I think we are good on the comments. Let's see, PYFX, welcome to the stream. Got a lot of new guys in today's stream, so I gotta say I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by, tuning into my channel. I typically do zombie stuff, so I mean, if that's your thing, you know, hit that subscribe button down below. You guys like how I slipped in that promotion there? Alright, so let's see, just taking a look. Got 35 people in the stream. Cool, cool beans. Alright, I'm going to hop off of there because I know you guys probably don't want to see that. Oh, I was about to click on Skype. Yeah, you guys don't want to see that either. Actually, some of you guys probably do, but I'm not going to show you. Alright, so yeah, I pretty much summed up everything here. We got the Panzer Soldat returning. We have the Teleporter returning. We're using the original 4 characters as playable characters. We have some rockets here. Seems like we have some moon references. And it also seems like they're using material from a lot of the fan favorite maps that we're used to. So that's also pretty cool. And a lot of familiar stuff, which I think is just great because not having familiar things or too many not familiar things. It really makes things a little too confusing, maybe even frustrating at times for myself even. But I don't know, I just kind of like how there's a lot of things that we're used to in one map with a combination of some new things that seem pretty cool. I think it's a good mixture. The scenery looks awesome. The location looks awesome. So far, the story's seeming pretty cool about this, and I'm very, very excited. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys are watching this as a video later on, yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the comments. And like I said earlier, I do have a new channel for live streaming content. So if you guys want to see Dying Light stuff continue on through the next week or so, you guys want to see Call of Duty Zombies high round attempts on multiple different games, not just Black Ops 3 Zombies, but Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, even World at War from time to time. You guys can get all that kind of content, plus custom zombies and other games as well over on my new channel called ActionPacked Plays. You guys can check that out. I believe it's in the description down below. Let me check that out. Is it down there? Yeah, it's right here. If you guys check the comments, I'll also slap it in there as well. It's a link that I slapped in there, so if you guys see a link in there, that's my channel. You guys can go subscribe over there, and you'll guys, I can't talk right now. You guys will get all the latest live streams and gaming content over there as well. That's more so a walkthrough, let's play live stream channel, and that's kind of where I'm pushing all my live stream content to. After a few days, I'll probably have everything over there, but for now, I'll probably live stream here and over there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today. You guys are the best, of course. And be sure to have a great night. Be sure to have a great day, depending on where you live. And yeah, I'll see you guys sometime soon. Stay awesome. Stay amazing. And I'll see you guys a little later.